keep, but we don't wanna let go. We answer questions that we ask alone. I hear the words, but they're coming out in echo. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Why complicate that feeling hate when it suffocates at the bottom? Don't take the bait, just walk away, resuscitate your nirvana. I feel a way I never felt before. I finally found what I'm looking for. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Forever in our open arms, we're thankful we made it safe so far. We proudly show our battle scars because they made us true. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 79th episode of FNV. FNV is short for Friday Night VTubing, and this is a show where I, your host Zarastro, interview various VTubers from all over the community. And tonight, our wonderful guest will be Kaimeriss. Yes, please say hi, introduce yourself, and tell our listeners something about you that they might not know. A fun little fact, if you would say.
Yeah. Hi. Well, nice to meet everyone here. Hi, I am Kaimeriss, and I am a Kaimeriss VTuber. I really love to draw. I don't really talk about that a whole lot. So I run a plush business and a plush brand, and I don't really talk about that a whole lot. Yeah.
Oh shit! Me just casually getting the founder of Makeship up here.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, no, I've been designing plush toys for like 10 years.
Oh damn!
So that's what I do full time.
What kind of plush toys? Like what's your target market? If you can divulge that information.
It's like, how do I want to explain it? It's like Japanese minimalistic. So I do a lot of like really cute characters, but my most popular character is called a Meowchi. They're these little mochi cats. Yeah, I've designed like 200 of them.
Damn. 200 of them. What makes what makes each one different? They're all just different emojis.
They're all like different flavors, different character styles.
Flavors.
Yeah, they're supposed
edible?
to be based on ice cream.
They're edible?
Eat them. No.
You made edible
don't eat
plushies,
them.
let's go.
Edible plushies. Oh man. They may as well be like squishy marshmallows then if they're edible.
Oh yeah. I just opened up a new business avenue for you.
Oh,
turn them
yeah.
into marshmallows.
Right? Marshmallow keychains. Oh, it's like those candy necklaces, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's go. I am gonna patent that. I hear you're writing it down. I'm gonna patent that, and I'm gonna say it's I request at least 15%.
All right. We're gonna have to get like a contract going on, right? We're gonna have to like write up a contract.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out though. But okay, let's start off with one of our first questions, and let's it's the main question that every VTuber is feared of being asked, and that is, what is your lore?
Okay, so my lore, the big secret, is that actually I suffer from memory loss. So a lot of the things about me are not actually things that I can talk about.
Let's go,
I'm
amnesiacs.
constantly going through, right? Yeah, I'm constantly going through and trying to find, where I fit in the world, where I am in this time zone or in this timeline. And,
In this time zone.
Yeah, in this
3
time zone.
p.m.
Yeah, I know what time zone I am.
3 p.m. That's where you're at.
3 p.m. Yes. But yeah, I reside within the void, and so I just pop into existence whenever I decide that I want to do my favorite things, which is either create or play video games or collect more of my treasures, also known as the people that follow my, my content.
Okay. And then what did you say were you exactly? Like what? Yeah, what are you?
I'm sorry?
What are you?
Me?
Did you
I'm
say?
a chimera. Yes.
Chimera, okay.
Yes, I am a chimera.
Why does it look like you've got rabbit ears?
Because as a chimera, I have a mixture of 3 different animal components.
Oh, it's
So
that type
it
of
is-
chimera. Okay.
Yes.
It's
it
not the
is
traditional
rabbit,
Greek.
Cat and dragon.
Rabbit, cat, and dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I see the rabbit ears, the dragon horns and wings, and is the cat tail?
It's actually funny enough. It's mostly with the eyebrows and the representation of my clothing.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So the cat is more abstract, like.
Abstract and a little bit more of like my mannerisms. I get very distracted by like shiny things or kind of want to just sleep in the sun.
So okay, wait. So I'm already seeing similarities. We both we're twins in the jackets we wear.
Oh yes.
We're both amnesiacs. We've both got ADHD, and we're both magpies.
There we go.
The list is
There we
going
go.
rather quickly.
That's it. Twinsie stream.
Let's go. Yeah. We both have horns, although mine's cooler. Actually,
yes.
no.
Mine are
Yours
nubs.
glow. Yours glow though.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're kind of small, as my community likes to point out. One of my wonderful followers has decided to say that they're actually more like gumdrops than they are actual horns. So I made little gumdrops that I put on top. So I'm just like, all right, fine. If you want to call them gumdrops, you can, whatever. So I just like kind of lean into it.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't beat them, join them.
That's the way to do it.
But okay, then let me move on to one of our next questions, and then I'll ask you. So why? I usually skip one or two, move them around a bit in the order that I sent them to you. So the next question will be, what were some of your inspirations behind your design?
So some of the inspiration behind my design was I wanted to kind of have a representation that looked similar to me as a person, as well as like some of the music style that I like, the art styles that I enjoy, the culture around like the conventions that I typically sold my work at. So I kind of put together this design that was a mixture of like how I feel. My friends would joke with me about that I have like these attributes of just like, oh gosh, you're such a rabbit, like with the way that I bounce around. And then I would get told by my partner, oh my gosh, like you're such a cat with the way that you just kind of get distracted by everything, or like just kind of like look around and be a little chaotic. And then of course I hoard plush toys very badly, and I always joke around, was like, well yeah, I'm a dragon, I just like to hoard all of my favorite things.
Yeah.
And I kind of took all of those 3 things that my friends and I would laugh about, and I put them together into a chimera, and I thought that that was kind of like the perfect representation for me as a person.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a little bit about that.
And then as for the, let's say the more in your face kind of visual stuff, what inspired that? Like why did you choose the choker with the little rabbit on it, with the leather, with the fur jacket and all that? Like what were some of the inspirations behind that?
Yeah, so a lot of this is just like based on things that I enjoy with fashion in general. So I know that there's like my pinned tweet that shows my full design. But the look and the feel of the design is supposed to be like this mix of like what 80s, 90s goth girlfriend that like that you would see at like the arcade, right? So yeah, you got like the cute shorts and the crop jackets and the crop top and the fishnets, and
Yeah.
it's like my secret goth girl inside, because I was always like a little bit of like a bubble goth girl when I was, you know, going through phases, and
Yeah.
I never really got out of it.
Also, there's another similarity. The shorts. You can see there, shorts gang.
Shorts.
Bro, I feel like
gang.
we've just got like the same outfit. Just changed up a tiny bit. I love it.
Yes.
I've never found
Absolutely.
somebody who's gotten this close to stealing my outfit. You stole
We
my
just showed
outfit.
up
I'm gonna
at the party
cancel.
at the same time, and we're doing that whole like the Spider-Mans. We're all like pointing. No,
We're
you.
just
No,
pointing
you,
at
no,
each other. It's
you.
like, hey, you stole my outfit. How dare you?
Okay, but the real question: who wore it better?
Who wore it better? We both did. Let's be honest. We're both fucking
Exactly. We both
slaying.
look great. Yeah, we're slaying. Absolutely. Absolutely
yeah.
slaying. That's the best. Oh my gosh.
I don't feel like that's an answer. That's a question that can be answered without whoever answers it dying. What?
No die. No die.
No.
We have to
If
slay
they
together.
if they give the wrong answer, like if they choose between one of us, then it's like, you know, we'll be slaying them.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. That's it. We have to team up.
Yeah. You
We
know,
have to team up.
confuse them.
Yep.
We'll just be
Exactly.
running in circles around each other. You know, they'll like two zebras with the patterns and shit. We'll confuse the shit out of them.
Yes. Absolutely. I love that.
But
I
okay,
love that.
now let me ask you something that's not as visual as the previous question. How about what led you down the rabbit hole? Who or what inspired you to become a VTuber?
Oh man. What inspired me to be a VTuber? Honestly, so if anyone's familiar with my streaming career as a whole, I did about almost 5 years space cam as a partnered streamer on Twitch, and it was very much geared towards my brand and geared towards like my job and the things that I was doing full time. And I started to get really tired of having my personal like space where I would just kind of like let loose. Being something that was a little bit more branded and basically becoming a space where people could come and ask me questions about my work, or like use it as their own tech support,
Okay.
or use it as their own like customer service. So I just kind of was like, all right, I don't like how this is going. I want to separate myself a little bit from my work. I made a PNG tuber just to kind of like not have to be on camera all the time. Kind of like choose my own way of how I want to be on camera when I don't want to be on camera. And a friend of mine was like, well, why don't you make a VTuber? And I was like, okay, I'm thinking about it, but aren't they pretty expensive? And so we talked together about kind of what I would need. She knew somebody that I could get in contact with. And I was just like, okay, well, this sounds like a lot of fun, and it would be a really great way for me to just continuously express myself without having to worry so much about like how I looked physically, like whether or not I wanted to do my hair that day, if I wanted to put makeup on. It was going to allow me to express myself in a more artistic way that wasn't necessarily something I had to worry about how I looked right before I went live. Yeah, so it was just a really nice way for me to kind of like be comfortable and not put so much stress into smiling all the time or worried about if I look tired that day, because unfortunately people, whether they're well-meaning or not, will have those comments of, oh man,
Yeah.
are you okay? You look really tired, or man, like, what's going on? You're not wearing makeup today, or oh, I'm not used to seeing your hair put up in a bun. So it's like those little comments that I would just be like, I already know this. I've been worried about this all day, and I still showed up.
Yeah.
So I got tired of it.
Okay. And then how long ago would you say did you start? When did you debut? If you had a solid debut date.
So my debut was what, March in 2021.
Okay, you're going on the list.
It wasn't. Yeah. So it was 2021. And it was a very it was a debut, but it was like a soft debut. I didn't really like have a huge anything going on for it. I didn't have a solid like really much of anything because I just popped in to I'm just like, hey guys, this is what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Here it is. This is what I'm doing. So yeah, that was pretty much there. And now I'm working on getting my 2.0 together. And now that I'm getting that around, yeah, I'm excited. I'm wanting to give myself an actual like, okay, well, I've done the soft, run, and I've been consistent with the soft run. So let's fucking go.
Wait, so let me just quickly ask, what type of vibe are you going for with your 2.0?
So overall, my vibe, I want to say that my vibe is cozy chaos.
Okay.
And it's because for the most part, a lot of my content is really just like cozy, or it's like just really chill and laid back, getting to know people, having an open and like very welcoming community for people. So you can just like kind of come in, pop in, chat if you want to or not. But I'm extremely reactionary. And so it can go from like 0 to 100 in a second, just depending on what the atmosphere is like that day. Like if I get rated by a bunch of people, then the energy is like instantly up and excitable.
Yeah.
If it's like really chill and relaxed all day, then it's a really chill, relaxed stream all day. If somebody decides to be really chaotic and like start tossing a bunch of stuff at me, then things can get really loud. Or like if I get really reactionary in a game, like I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom a lot lately, so I've just been like screaming a lot at monsters. so yeah. Somebody said it best in stream the other day. They said, I'm not an energy vampire, I'm an energy amplifier. So it's basically I take the energy that is in my stream and I amplify whatever that is.
Okay, I see. I like that. That's a good description.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Okay, and then as for visual design, if you can just give hints, you don't have to give any solid ideas about it, but how do you want the new model to look?
Yeah. So the new model is actually it's completely done outside of rigging, which I'm excited for. It's very similar to the one I have right now, just a little bit more grown up looking.
Okay.
And a little bit more sexy.
It's still gonna have an open tummy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, yes. And the best part is that like the fishnet part is gonna be like toggleable, so I get to take that part off if I want to. Yeah. So yeah, extra tummy. I'm really excited for that. Yeah.
I'm doing that Deku meme right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Let's go. I love it. No, ever since I started doing art, I've discovered I have a love for tum-tums. Because let me just show you, right? Almost every single art piece that I've made ever since I've started has had an open tum. Let me just send these 4 screenshots that I have of the best tums I've done.
Please do. Yes, I'm excited for that.
There we go.
Yeah. Let's fucking go! Yes! Yes, that bottom right one though. Hello?
Yeah. Well, do you want to see the full one? You want to see the full artwork?
Yeah.
Let me get it for you. There you are. There you go. It's sending.
I'm excited.
Definitely the most ambitious one I've tried in terms of lighting and everything.
Yes! Oh, I love that. Oh, I love it. Here, let me see if I can get a Let me see here. This is from
We're
a
trading
recent
thumbs?
scub I got. Yeah, this
Let's
is actually
go.
from a recent scub that got done.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. We're trading thumbs, y'all.
That's how it goes.
But okay. No, I'm just asking how the visual vibe is gonna be as well, because I'm planning a 2.0 for my gender bend as well in the future. But the thing is, I'm gonna be moving away almost completely from this current outfit. I'm gonna be going into a more
nice.
cyberpunk type style. The thumb will still be open though.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very visually. It's going to be very visually the same. It's got a little bit extra flair, a little bit more of an edginess to it. Yeah. If I can hint to anything very specific, it would be that my new boots have dragon talons on them, and they're definitely made to step on you. So yeah.
I'm sure some of your treasures would be happy about that.
Yeah. Some of them like to be underfoot. So that's how that kind of goes, I guess.
Yeah. And then you said it's already the art's already done, and are you waiting on the rigging, or are you still looking for?
Nope, I have a rigger. They're already in the midst of going through it all. They actually just started separating some of the pieces this morning. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Is it a new rigger, or is it the? Well, actually, wait. Is it the same rigger and artist pair that you had, or are you going new? Okay, so you're like me.
New.
I've not gotten one model from the same person. This is my third model already.
Oh really? No, that's awesome. Yeah, no, the here, if there's any other hints, my pinned post on my Twitter is the same artist that is doing my 2.0.
Ooh.
So yeah, I will.
Nice.
Oops, come here. I will. Link,
I've already got it open.
Yeah,
I've already got it open.
It's the same. So it's the same artist, same render style. So picture that, but a lot more detail with the render.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Okay, and then the next question that I have for you, that we can get just a tad bit back on track. Next question I have is, who or what inspires you now? So one of our previous questions was who or what inspired you to become a VTuber. So that's like, that was more who got you into it. Who's a VTuber that you would say you look up to, or not a VTuber only, like it can be anybody who inspires you in terms of content creation? Yeah, let's put it that way.
I would say I have a couple of friends that inspire me. I have an artist friend, Kaimeriss, who has been a big inspiration for me. My friend Kisaka Toriyama is a VTuber who very much inspires me. And then I love the content from Shiki Miyoshino. I really like her stuff. She's from Prison Project.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Shiki's been a big inspiration for me actually. Before I debuted, I actually watched a lot of her content because I just found it really comforting. I still watch her content, and yeah, she's just kind of a constant inspiration for me to want to keep doing my best.
Okay. And then the next question is, what about VTubing fascinates or interests you the most? Now, I feel like there might be a bit of a repeat from what's been said earlier. So if you want to skip this question a bit, we can. But if there's anything else about VTubing specifically that, like, you find interesting, something that might be unique to VTubing and isn't found anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel that I guess the best way that I can kind of compare it is that a friend of mine had said that VTubing is kind of like a fursuit. You can put it on and you can absolutely 100% genuinely be yourself and not feel that fear of somebody judging you. you can just kind of do whatever you want and feel a lot of that freedom. And it kind of resonated with me because it kind of is. It's like people that know who I am and they know what I do for my profession. They see me at cons. They see my face on Twitter. Like there's no hiding who I am. I show my face. I do a lot of stuff. But when I'm in a professional setting, it's completely different. I can't be the gremlin that I am deep inside because people expect to have, you know, a very specific look that I have or a very specific way that I act and talk and present myself.
Yeah.
So if I'm outside of that realm, it can be a little off-putting for people. So I tend to just kind of keep a lot of that when I'm either just like with friends or if I am with my community and I'm VTubing, because like I don't have to feel that like change, that difference.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then
yeah, I never have to fake myself.
Yeah. No, it's a common sentiment that I've heard before, where you know it's like the fact that you have the model that like you know it splits. It's the divide between the webcam, the stream, the webcam, and you. Like you've got that wall up that you're speaking behind from, that you know it allows you to be more of yourself than without it. But okay, then a bit of a hypothetical question, if you would. Oh, I know you've got a 2.0 coming up, but let's say, right, this is all hypothetical. Let's say you get cancelled.
Oh no!
And you have to rebrand or something. Something happens, you're forced to rebrand. What are you rebranding into and why? Now, I put on some limitations per guest, like guest specific limitations. And in this case, I'm going to say you're not allowed to be a chimera. And unfortunately for you, since you said you're a chimera that's part of 3 different things, you're not allowed to be a dragon, you're not allowed to be a rabbit or a cat.
Okay.
None of those 3 are allowed.
Then you know what? I would VTube as a penguin.
A penguin. Okay.
Yes, because
Why?
penguins are my favorite animal. Yeah, they're my absolute favorite.
If penguins are your favorite, why didn't you incorporate it? It didn't work.
Because it didn't fit my personality.
Okay. So at least, okay, so your personality isn't I like penguins.
Yes, no, my personality is not I like penguins. No.
Some people are out there like, my personality is I like sharks.
Yes, there are some people, I'm sure. No, I would be a penguin, and I would probably be like the complete opposite of anything that people think about penguins. Like I would be like, I'm the only penguin that can actually fly.
And you can't swim.
Yep, I can't swim. I only fly.
It's like you're in an old GTA game.
Cold. Oh my god.
As soon as you just get into a foot deep of water, you fucking die.
I'm done. It's over.
It's like done. who needs truck kun if you've got a slight bit of a downpour.
Yeah, that's right. It's just rain kun at that point.
Yeah.
Rain kun, water kun, just done.
You've got aquaphobia.
Oh, my poor future penguin self. Man.
Even the smallest of puddles. Fucking rip.
I have to. You know how some kids would play like the floor is lava game?
Yeah.
It would literally have to be.
It would literally be that.
Water. You have the floor has water. Ah.
Yeah, dude. Someone redeems hydration.
Oh.
Guess what? Next stop, Isekai Station.
That's it. That means I have to like hit the hard reset. Whatever game I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm done.
You're playing on a hardcore mode here.
Dang.
You gotta take a sippy. Fuck.
No.
Guess I gotta restart from the beginning, from scratch.
That's horrible. Looks like I'm only drinking coffee. Wait. If coffee has water in it, though.
Coffee's got water in it.
No. I literally could not have beverages of any sort.
Come over to
Wait,
Monster.
wait.
Monster doesn't have
Does
water in it.
Does that mean that my body is my own enemy because like bodies are made out of
70%
X
water.
amount of water? Yeah. Oh crap! I'm resistant to my own self.
No. At least you're resistant to yourself. I don't think you will drown in your own bodily fluids while they're still inside of you,
I hope not. I hope not. That would definitely
solidly
be terrible.
secured inside. What are you even
hope
talking
so.
about?
Oh man.
Oof. Well, okay. Let us quickly take a short break before we continue with the questions. We've got about 30. We're already about 31 minutes in. Time flies, huh?
Oh yeah, it really does.
Yeah. So hey, if you guys have enjoyed this episode so far, why don't you drop a like down below, subscribe, ring the notification bell. You know, we do these shows every week on Fridays. Sometimes there have been a couple adjustments in which case the studio had to be closed on Fridays, but hey, at most of the time. Yeah, so every Friday we do the show. Make sure you do the stuff I mentioned before, but otherwise go check out fnv.crd.co for anything to do with the show. You can find the audio-only platform links there. The show is currently available on, albeit quite outdated, on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and Anchor FM. There is also a Google Forms link if you are a VTuber, or hey, Riss, if you wanna send the forms link to any of your friends, see if they can come on. Feel free to send them the link as well. There's a Google Forms link that you can fill out if you wish to be a guest in the future. Note, this season of FNV will be ending at episode 100, but it's season 1. There will be a season 2 eventually. I can't promise when, but it'll happen. It will start at episode 101. So still put in your what do you call it? Your sign up form. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, application.
Your application. Thank you. That's the word.
There we go.
Put in your application, and then hey, maybe you can be one of our first guests on season 2. But yeah, otherwise, you know, the show can't go on without guests. So make sure you go check out Kaimeriss on Twitter and Twitch. Or Twitter you can find at Kaimeriss. That is Kaimeriss. And on Twitch, it's just RissTV. That is RISSTV. Our links are in the description, in the show notes, on screen, and in chat eventually. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the little break. Do you have anything else you want to plug? Your YouTube is linked on the on the title of the VOD. It's not gonna be in any of the other ones, but your YouTube's on YouTube. It's fine.
Yeah, YouTube's on YouTube. It's all good.
Yeah. I get to you. I'm now in your YouTube notifications of like Zarastro mentioned you in their video.
I'll get to see it forever now. That's amazing.
I mean,
it's
probably gonna go away at some point. The notification, at least.
Yeah, the little number will go away, but it'll stay in the mentions forever. It'll be great.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
never forget this moment.
No, I'm sure you will.
Oh.
Hey, we said we're both amnesiacs, okay? I'm not holding it against you. But okay. Let me get into one of our next questions. And you say you've been streaming for quite a while, right?
Yeah.
So let me then ask, why did you start making content? What got you into streaming?
So I originally started streaming because I missed going to conventions and seeing the fans that would buy my products. When I first built my business, I was on the road about 40 to 43 conventions a year.
Holy shit. Yeah, dude, I went to my first convention ever this year, and I'm turning 22 next week.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was doing quite a bit of cons to get like my business started. And then about 3 years later, I started expanding and bringing in crew members, and I had to stay home to design more. And I missed the interactions that I would have with people. So I decided, well, I kind of want a way to like reconnect. And a friend of mine was like, well, why don't you stream? Why don't you stream your art? You know, you should get a Twitch. And I had never heard of Twitch at the time. Like I had no idea about streaming. I had no clue what any of this was. And so I signed up. I made an account under like my business name, and I put all of the information about what I do for a living on there. And I started promoting it to my socials and everything else. And my first day streaming, I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have like a 2-week long like marathon fun thing, giveaways all the time kind of thing, as like a way to like introduce myself to the community. And I started streaming 1 month before affiliates became a thing on Twitch. And so I had been streaming at that point for almost a full month. And then the minute the affiliateships came out, I was already like ready to become an affiliate. And I'll never forget it because I clicked on it. And then within that same stream, I got my first set of subscribers. And those first set of subscribers are still most of my mods today.
Oh, shit.
And they've been with me for almost 6 years.
Damn, that's a long time.
Yeah.
All of them have the first badge.
Yup.
That's how people know, okay, nah, don't fuck with these mods.
Yeah, they've been here. They have the true deep lore.
They don't have amnesia.
No, they remember. I don't. They remember though.
They remember everything. But okay, let me ask a bit of an interesting question. How did you come up with your name?
So my nickname is Riz, and it's been a nickname / gamer tag that I've had since I was like really little. It was the first nickname that I had from any of my friends in grade school, and it's because it's a short play on my favorite flower, which is the iris.
Okay.
And so Riz became my nickname / gamer tag, and when I was starting to figure out what I wanted to do for my VTuber, I'm like, oh, what am I gonna name this? Because everybody still called me Riz, because that's literally what everybody calls me.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what if I mixed Chimera and Riz together? What would that even look like or sound like? And then I just said, well, what about Kaimeriss? And I was just like, oh, that's it. Got it. I have a full name now. It's Kaimeriss. It's a play on my name.
Yeah.
Everyone can still call me Riz. It worked.
And that's why you were Riz TV on Twitch, because you were Riz 6 years ago.
Yeah, I've always been Riz, and so like that's just how people know me.
Then a question that I was thinking of earlier, before we even started talking. So your name's Riz, but the real question is, do you have Riz?
Oh, I've got the most Riz. The Z's couldn't handle my Riz, so they turned into an S. So yeah, I've got Riz for days.
You know, the Z's turning into S's kind of sounds like negative Riz, though.
No way. See, what ended up happening is that they were so cool, they started losing shape.
Oh shit! You made them so weak in their knees they bent another curve, another only curves.
They're bending to my will, right? Yeah, they're bending to my will. It goes right back to those boots and the steppies, right? I stepped on those Z's. It's gotta
be. Also the tum, you know. I won't argue. I wholeheartedly agree. Wholetumedly agree.
Yes,
with the whole of my tummy.
Absolutely.
But okay. And then next question that I have for you is, what would you say is your favorite type of content to make?
Favorite type of content. I guess it could be a little tough to describe, because like really my favorite type of content is any kind of content where I get to have conversations, whether it's with other people in a collab or having conversations with my community. I just like the type of content where I feel connected. And then on the flip side, pretty much anything that is like a reaction, because I've found that a lot of people enjoy my reactions, like whether it's screaming or laughing or like being shocked because I have like this really strange like gasp that people are just like, oh, there we go, it's happening again. again.
I'm assuming you can't do it like on command.
Going up or down or yeah, it's very strange. It's a very, very strange gap. But, like, people are just like every time that they just hear, yeah, pretty much just like this guttural like I can't believe it. So yeah, it just kind of you don't expect that noise to come out of my mouth. So yeah, that's just how it goes. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't. I'm sure as hell didn't expect it.
No, they really don't. Well, it's funny because like I have what's called a 3-octave range, so I can have a like this is my typical like speaking voice, how I typically sound on stream. But I can go much higher and I can get much deeper, just depending on what I'm wanting to do or how I'm playing with it.
Can you showcase the highest and the lowest you can go?
the highest and lowest.
Yeah.
So I can get a lot higher, just like this, and it's a little bit more of like a head voice, and it's really comfortable for me, and I can stand this for a very, very long time. And then I can get all the way down here, and this is probably one of my favorite things to do because it really makes everyone uncomfortable, but also really happy.
I can imagine.
So yeah, it's a little bit of everything, but yeah, it plays into my singing voice, and so it goes into every like different range set.
Yeah. Okay. No, I get that. Personally, I most of the time my voice is just like at one level, which is this. But sometimes when it's late or when I'm tired, I go quite a bit deeper. And then usually when it's tired and when it's tired and I'm late, and I have to speak a bit softer, then I'll sit a bit closer to the mic, and then like I'll start being like those fucking
those ASMR vibes.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like one day I'll be able to do some ASMR, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna be vibrating people's brains all the time with it. Whoa.
There's my ASMR right there.
That's yours.
Scares the crap out of everybody. Yeah, it's just gonna be like, hey, everyone to know what like a soft zombie sounds like. There you go.
A soft zombie. A soft zombie.
I don't know. I don't really know. I just, you know what? I'm improvising at this point. I'm just like,
Fair
you know
enough.
what? It's yes and I'm done.
It's yes and. We're doing improv now. We're doing improv. This stage is changing. It's not. We're not on the studio anymore. We're now on the stage. We're now comedians.
Absolutely.
We've made it. We're unemployed. Let's go.
Oh man, let's go. Where's our Netflix special?
Our Netflix special. Bro, they ain't gonna give that shit to VTubers.
No, they ain't gonna give that to us. Are you kidding me? No.
Nah. First people to make it onto Netflix will be Hololive, I bet. I'll make that bet right now.
Yeah.
It's a bet I'll win. But yeah, no, otherwise going higher is not really one of the things I do. I'll go higher if I'm doing certain accents. Because that's the thing I love, doing accents. Where it's like, if I, let's say I try a Scottish accent, right? If I put on a Scottish accent, I'll put a bit more of a rasp in my voice. But then you see, if I go to a bit of an Irish, then I go a bit higher in an octave.
There you go.
And then if I try and do an Aussie one, which I can't get my head into right now, I'll just turn into a fucking sailor. I'll just swear your mother and your mother's mother and everyone's everything. Which is not it's not safe on this show.
No, totally not safe.
If I want to do a legit Aussie accent, I cannot do it on the show. But okay. Then let me ask you a question. So we've talked about content that you love doing now. What is a type of content that you want to do in the future that you've not gotten the chance yet?
So I talked about like my octave range. I really have wanted to do singing. Singing has been kind of something that I've wanted to kind of invest time into. It's oddly enough, what I was quote unquote told was my talent long before my creative journeys with art. So for me, I would love to eventually do some original music and or maybe a couple of covers in the future.
Collab
yeah.
covers?
Yeah, I would love to do just like any kind
I'll
of
hit you
covers,
up.
like any kind of covers, you know, just like at some point. Yeah.
I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
I really need to make a list. There are a couple guests that I've promised that was like, hey, we'll do a collab cover in the future, and I've forgotten who.
I took a sip of coffee and my face looked so angry while I was sipping my coffee.
Dude, anytime I try to take
Yeah.
a sip of anything that I have, I just turn into this. I
try to like cover my whole face for a second so I don't make like a weird one. But
same. I try, but as soon as I cover my whole face, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Like my camera does not like my face being blocked.
No, mine does not either. I've been thinking about investing in buying more straws so that way I just like, have a straw in my drink at all times.
You know,
Yeah.
that's actually a fucking great idea. How come I've not thought of that? Straws would make it so much
yeah.
easier. But then again, then you don't get the satisfaction of drinking a nice cold
It's
monster
true.
from a can.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. It's okay. It's all right. It would help me for some things, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
To experience the crisp taste of a monster from a can, that can't be beat.
Yeah. But okay, so would you then consider doing like some karaoke streams or something?
I have considered them. It's definitely something that I need to work up the nerves to do. But I have been considering them. I actually have like a miniature list of songs that I've been wanting to eventually put together in a list at some point. So yeah, I'm slowly compiling a list of stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm,
There's
mhm.
a bunch of songs that I feel really comfortable singing in, which I want to do it at some point. I want to do another karaoke stream because the last one I did was probably like a year and a half ago by now. It's been so long. Hell, it might
Oh,
even be 2
yeah.
years ago by now.
Yeah, I hope to work up the nerve to do it at some point.
Well, yeah. If once you do, I'll be there.
Okay, I'll be sure to let you know.
Okay.
I'll be nerves, but you know I got it. I got this.
Oh, I'll be there. And I'll hop on a call with you before and be like, hey, you got this. I'll be your hype man.
Yeah. Yes, I get like a pep talk and a hype talk all at the same time. It'd be great.
Hell yeah. Pipe talk. That nope. No. That's not good. Nope.
I thought you said this was a safer work stream.
Yeah, that was a bit of a Freudian slip. I caught it. I caught it though.
It's all tummy pictures.
I caught it.
It's all
Yeah.
tummy pictures.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Yeah. We made it too spicy in our private chat.
I'm gonna delete that other one I sent you. That one's gotta go.
Oh, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. It has set the tone.
Yeah, I know. It set the wrong tone. That's what it did. But you know what? We'll be setting your tone properly when you do that. When you do the karaoke
yes.
stream, and I give you that pep hype talk, which I shall not be
Yep,
turning
that'll
into
be
a
great.
conjugation again.
I'll never forget that one. That one's gonna stay there. Steel trap until it's, well, out the ear. But you know what? We're gonna just pretend it stays forever.
You know what? I did save it as a clip just now. So hey, maybe if I eventually get to editing my shorts, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. I've loved editing shorts. It's been so much fun.
And I send you stuff when you edit for me.
You know what's funny? I'm not like an editor, but I started using these free tools, and it's like night and day versus trying to use any of these like really complicated systems. I'll link you to the ones I've been using because they've been really fast, honestly.
Okay, I'm assuming you're using like wait, what's it called? Is it DaVinci? No, it's not DaVinci Resolve. It's what's
no,
that free?
I'm using what is it? I use Streamladder from time to time, depending on like the type that I'm doing. And I use Kapwing a ton, actually.
Use what?
It's really great. It's called Kapwing, like Kapwing.
Oh,
it's like
Kapwing. Okay, yeah, I know that.
Kapwing,
Yeah.
Kapwing, however you say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one before. No,
Yeah,
I'm
yep,
using a super useful plugin from Harris Heller / Senpai HQ, called Vertical, where if I just quickly,
that's great stuff.
yeah, if I just quickly change my screen from the screen share in Discord, you can see it there on the right.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
that's-
actually use that too for my stream. I capture that for a good chunk of things, and then if I ever need to do like zoom ins or pan throughs, I'll actually use
do that in
both the
post.
stuff that I get from that, and then I'll do it in post with like the wide format. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's great.
Yeah, so now I've been clipping a couple stuff with Vertical. I don't even, to be honest, I don't know where it saves to.
Oh
If,
yeah. No, a friend of mine had to help me set that all up
Oh.
because it goes in a very specific folder.
Okay, here they are. I did save. I do know where I saved them to. But yeah, no, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 12, 13. I don't know if those two are duds, but like I've got a whole bunch saved, and I've just
Yeah.
I've not edited them at all. Because the last time I uploaded a short is easily over a year ago.
Oh wow, yeah, shorts are actually really good right now. It's kind of funny. I was not really sure how best I wanted to utilize shorts, and a friend of mine was like, "Well, just post one short every other day, upload them, schedule them, and just see how they do in a month." And I quadrupled my numbers in 1 month in like a 28-day span just by utilizing clips that I made a while ago by doing edits and then just putting subtitles in with auto-generated subtitles. It was really strange. Like I didn't do anything special. I just put my favorite clips up, and yeah, people seem to really enjoy shorts.
Yeah, no, one of my favorite shorts that I've ever done was a complete flop. I want to re-upload it again, to be honest.
Yeah, do it because it sends it out to different audience anyways. So yeah, do it.
Because that short that I'm talking about is the last short that I uploaded in June 22nd, 2022. That is definitely almost a year by now.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, give it a shot. You might never know. You know.
Yeah. And then I'll get to editing these other ones eventually when I get the time. That's just the main issue. Time. I've got like 4 different jobs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Time is definitely a big thing. Like I have to specifically set aside time to do editing, and I do it once every 2 weeks. I'll do edits. So yep. Because I batch them. I'll set aside like 2 or 3 hours, and I'll batch it all at once, then I'll upload them all, and then I'll title them all and set them up.
Yeah. But okay, then the next question that I have is kind of one that you've already answered. What do you do when not streaming?
When I'm not streaming, I'm working. Usually.
Pretty much most of us, yeah.
Yeah. And if I'm not working, then I'm usually like I'm out at the dog park with my dogs, or I will be like visiting friends every so often. Like
What dogs do you have? I need to know
Samoyeds.
now. You have
I
what?
have 2 big fluffy Samoyeds.
So what?
Samoyeds.
Spell it out for me.
Oh gosh,
I'm looking it
in my
up.
head. Hold on, I gotta type it.
I'm looking it up.
Samoyed. Samoyed.
Wait, S-A-M Samoyeds. Samoyed dog breed. What the? Okay, they look like
They're so
a cross
cute.
between like a husky and something else.
They're like big fluffy polar bears. Basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're big fluffy polar bears. Mm-hmm.
They look cute as fuck.
They're very cute. And they're very friendly, and they love people. They love other animals. They're very good around just basically anybody and anything. And they're really good for anxiety. So they know instantly like when I'm super anxious.
They'll just come up to you and be like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. They'll just come up
Blubbering
to me.
all in your face.
Yep, all the kisses, all the puppy kisses.
Yeah, no, we've got two doggos. We've got a sausage, a little dachshund, a miniature dachshund. He's old and fat. I think he's going on 13 years old now.
Aww.
And then we've got another one, which I don't know what she is. She is
Just cute.
she is the definition of a pavement special. But we know
There we
she's got some, what was it? It's a Boston Terrier. She's got some Boston Terrier in her. She's a medium-sized dog, and yeah, she's a menace. She's a menace.
That's too funny.
Yeah, and the other one, Oscar, he just sleeps and farts all day. Sometimes sits inside the house,
Aww.
and then he's in trouble because we take him outside. We put him in the yard to do his business. He pees. He walks back inside. Not a minute later, he shits inside. While he was outside, and we chased him around for like 5 to 15 minutes. We will chase him around outside, make sure, being like, hey, take a shit. We know you have to. You haven't done one in like 6 hours. Go take your quarter daily shit.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah, and then he just comes back inside and shits in the hallway or something. But oh well, he's too cute to stay mad at.
Oh man.
But okay,
Oh.
then next question: what would you say is your biggest weakness in VTubing?
Oh, my biggest weakness in VTubing? Gosh.
Yeah.
I would have to say that it is connecting with other people for things like collabs or really like connecting in general. It's not even like a shy thing. It's more of a like I get very peopled out.
Yeah.
So like when I'm really stressed out, the easiest thing for me to do is to just be a hermit, because then I can just handle all of my problems. I don't have to really worry about somebody asking me if I'm okay. I can just like go through it, and then when I'm done and I come out the other end, I'm just like, hey, I'm feeling good again, and we're all good, and blah blah blah. But when I'm going through something, or if I'm really stressed, or if I have a deadline, I like don't talk to people at all. I just like kind of fall off the face of the earth, and then sometimes it's just like a month later, I'm like, oh hi, hey, I haven't talked to you in a month. Hi, how have you been? What's going on? Whoops.
It's like, hey, I still exist, just checking up on ya.
Yeah,
How you
pretty
doing?
much. Yeah. But any of my really good friends, like they understand how I am, and
Yeah.
they will poke me, and they'll be like, "Hey, thinking about you." I'll be like, "Oh, hi, yeah, I'm here. Hi."
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I'm not really in any, I want to say, VTubing circles that much. I've got like a couple friend groups, but most of the time I'm just off doing my own thing.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah. It's like people are always saying their DMs are popping off always, and it's like, I'm just like, huh? Bro, only time my DMs are popping off is after I sent out like 50 invitations to the show. Because I do them in batches. Because
oh yeah.
it's I'm gonna be honest, it's a pain getting guests.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
I can
why I'm always
imagine.
like, hey, make my job easy. Sign up, fill out that form.
Yeah, there you go.
Just give me all your info right there, and I can see, okay, this person is good to go on this date.
Mhm.
These people are ready, and all that. Where it's just like, hey, thanks for making my life easy. Be a guest on the show. Here you go.
Yeah,
Love you
it's a
too,
good way to
Mr.
do
Hogan
it.
J, previous guest of ours. Good seeing you again.
Yeah.
Also, let me just quickly give a shout out to the people who have said hi in chat so far. En Long, hi. Mafsio, hi. Avril Love, hi. And Hogan J, hi. Also, in long, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. I got the notification. Stream Element said thank you, gave you a hug. Stream Element's actually doing its job for once. And also, just real quick, if you guys have any questions for Mrs. Riss over here, please, there is a little blue box at the top of the of chat where it says Q&A. Ask your questions for Riss here. If you click that, you'll get a little text box where you can ask your question, and it'll go into a separate thing where I can see it. And then I shall ask them at my discretion. Also, good evening, Simon. Hope you've been doing well. But okay, so you said your biggest weakness in VTubing was, just to recap real quick.
Yeah, my biggest weakness in VTubing is connecting. Yeah, it's connecting with people.
Would you say it's connecting to people or networking?
You know, you're right. It is more of like networking with people, because like I do a lot of like what do you call it? I do a lot of like connecting with people in general, which is you know, it's not too hard to connect with people. I'm the type of person that I can very much like make a friend very quickly. And I think that's the ADHD part of me that's just like, oh yeah. Friend, shiny, new relationship,
shiny.
let's do the thing.
Am I shiny?
Let's do this. I'm really excited. Yes, you are. You're very
Let's
shiny.
go!
We're twinsies.
We're twinsies.
How can you not be shiny to
We're
me,
twinsies.
right?
I'm gonna make a note on your profile being like twinsies.
twinsies, extra shiny.
Let's go.
Exactly. So that's kind of how that goes. And then like on top of all of that, right? It's you know, it's the maintenance, right? Like some people don't understand like how busy I get because like, I design full time, and when you work for yourself and you VTube and you do all your own social media and stuff, like you don't have
like time.
40-50 hours. Yeah, you don't have time to do like a lot of stuff. So I tend to have people drop off if they don't understand just how busy I can get. Because
I understand that.
Ignoring them or something. Yeah.
No, I understand that wholeheartedly. Sometimes it's happened a couple of times where I have ignored someone. Blamed it on me being busy in a time period where I actually wasn't busy. But most of the time right now, this is the busiest I've ever been, because right now, like, I'm helping my father a lot more than ever with his business. He's a videographer doing school sports and stuff locally. And I assist as cameraman and streamer for him, where sometimes we do live sport events and we stream it on his channel. I'm not linking to anything of his business because it's got his real stuff, which means it's got my real stuff. No linking there. Then I help my mother out with admin at the hospital where she works at, because she's the only receptionist for the neurosurgeon who she's working for. So there's a bit of a backlog when it comes to admin, and there's just always a lot of admin, because you'd be surprised how busy a neurosurgeon can be.
I can imagine. It's busy, let me tell you. And then I've got my rigging that I do, and I've got art that I'm trying to improve on so that we can start doing commissions, and I've got streams, and then I've got like a tiny bit of time for me to chill out with my buddies and play some games, play some Warzone. I just like I don't want anybody to interrupt my time with my boys. There you go. Yeah, interrupting that time.
Yeah.
Not good.
So I'm just like, hey, if I'm sorry, if you want my time, put it in my schedule. You have to schedule time with me. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I'm very much the same way. I tell people, it's like, hey, look, I would love to like hang out and vibe with you, but we have to like literally put it on my calendar, or I'm gonna either A, I'm gonna forget, or B, I'm gonna schedule something.
Dude.
And it's gonna take up the time.
The forget part.
Yeah, I forget shit all the time.
ADHD gang.
Everything. Yeah. No amount of medication ever like changes that though.
No,
so, like, to be honest, like the forgetfulness, it's always there. I have like 8 different timers on my phone. I have to remind myself to eat all the time. I have like timers for like every different thing I have to do in a day. And I have to have like a meticulous schedule with like what I do. So I have to like time down to the minute with things. Otherwise, like I'm going to forget.
I honestly should be doing that. Because today I had planned to set it aside like the whole midday on finishing this one rig, and then one of my buddies was like, "Hey, do you want to play some DMZ?" I was like, You know what?
No.
Yeah. And we continued playing DMZ for like 4 hours until my power went out. And-
You're causing yourself
But don't worry, I don't have that many plans tomorrow. So tomorrow,
Yeah, see?
tomorrow I will work on that rig and try and finish it because I promised. I said that it was going to be close to completion last weekend, and that didn't happen. But the thing is,
It's
right, tomorrow's my mother's birthday. Well, the day after tomorrow's my mother's birthday, but we're holding her party tomorrow, so I gotta clean house, gotta help clean house, and then I've got some time to work before the guests arrive. And then I've got to be present there, or I can be locked away in my room, but I'm not going to be working then.
No, yeah, that's true.
And Sunday, I don't work on Sundays.
Yeah. Oh, it's always good to have like a mandatory day off. Saturdays and Sundays are my mandatory days off.
See, Saturdays are usually the day where I get the most work done. Because I don't have streams planned for it. Sometimes I will be up early morning. Like next week, we've got a shoot from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. where we've got a sports day that we're going to be filming and stuff. So it's like, you know, I'll already work on Saturdays, so fucking whatever. As long as I just end the night off with a nice glass of whiskey.
There you go. There you go.
Then it's a good Saturday.
Yes, that is a great Saturday. I do like whiskey.
You do?
It can be a little. I do, yeah. I'm a Centauri. I'm a Centauri girl.
Centauri girl? What's that?
Yeah.
What's Centauri?
It's
Is that a whiskey?
Suntory. It's a
Oh,
Japanese
Suntory.
whiskey. Yeah.
Oh,
Suntory.
dude,
Yeah,
Suntory. I
It's
love
good stuff.
Suntory. It's just too fucking expensive.
It's really expensive.
It's so expensive.
My dad gets it, so he's just like, so when he picks up a bottle, he normally gets me one too. So I'm just like, yeah.
Okay,
let's go.
okay, but then the question is, hibiki or toki?
I actually like both, but hibiki is the one that I get the most often.
Okay, well, let me just reconfirm. Let me just look up which one is it that I like. I think it's the toki.
Yeah, because hibiki is a little bit sweeter.
It's the toki that I like. I don't think I've had the hibiki yet. Because I only...
It's very... It leans a little bit more towards like the sweeter side.
Okay. No, I want to get me a bottle of those at some point. Because I've only had the toki once when we were out at like a lunch at some fancy restaurant after visiting Castle here. And yeah, so we had like a whole day planned and stuff because my mother's godmother came back home from Australia after a couple years living there. And they had that Suntory toki there, and it was amazing. It was hella expensive. it was like $40 for a single, which if I convert that to USD, it would probably be around $3 to $5, $3 to $4. So I don't know how that translates into alcohol in America. Probably cheap as fuck.
That's actually pretty cheap considering that like if you get a glass of that over here, you're looking at spending roughly like between 15 and 18 USD.
Holy!
On the short side for a glass, yeah.
Wait, you said 15?
Oh, yeah. 15, yeah, 15 to $18.
Okay, you can buy a bottle of Suntory whiskey for 450 rand. That is $23.
Yeah, you can buy a bottle of hibiki for about 45 to 85, depending on where you're getting it. Because it's like, in some places they sell it cheaper, some places it's more expensive. Like, I've seen hibiki go up for like $115 for a bottle. Yeah.
Never in my life would I pay that much for a bottle of whiskey, dude. At that point, I'd rather pay like $200 for a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue. Holy.
Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? I have a bottle of blue. Like blue's pretty. It's really good, but if I was gonna spend the money, I would rather spend it on more hibiki.
You know,
like,
totally valid.
It's good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good. But I think it's one of those things where it's like even if you really enjoy whiskey as like a whole,
it's
like
not
one of those
good.
Things where it's like, have a drink of it, but like I wouldn't spend the money on the bottle.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
Do it again now.
No, I usually, there are like 3 whiskeys that I usually go for. I'm not sure how many of them are international, but I believe all of them are imports. At least 2 of them I know are imports. Actually, no, one's local, but I think it's international. The other one is a import. It's Peaky Blinders whiskey.
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's good. I like it. It's probably yeah. It's tied with my other favorite, being White Horse. Don't know if you know
I've heard
that.
of that one.
You've heard of White
I've
Horse?
heard of that
Okay.
one. I've never had it though. I've never had
It's
it.
good. I like that one as well. And then if I am really tight for cash and I need to buy and I want to buy a whiskey, I will go for First Watch because First Watch is cheap. You can buy a bottle. You can buy a. Yeah, no, I think that one's a local brand. You can buy a bottle of First Watch for like $150, which is like $7, $8. So yeah, that's usually the price range. It goes between 150 to 200. So I don't pay more than $10. Actually, no, more than $12 for a bottle of whiskey usually.
There you go. Yeah, I don't like to spend a lot of money on whiskey, or well, I should say on alcohol in general. I don't like to spend a lot of money. I'm very picky. Like, if I have any expensive alcohol in my house, it's usually because my dad bought it for me.
Sounds like
Pretty
a good
much
dad.
it.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
he's the
good
best
dad. Buying you expensive whiskeys and shit. I like it.
Yeah, he's the best dad. And he'll
Maybe-
drive all the way out.
Can he
he'll,
be
like,
my dad
drive all the way
too?
out to me.
Can I
Right?
steal your
adopt
dad?
Everybody. There you go. Don't steal him. You can borrow him. Don't
Okay,
steal him.
okay, I can borrow him. I've got your permission now, though,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
definitely will.
There you go. Yeah, borrow my dad. It's like rent
Let's
a
go.
dad. There
Rent
you
a
go.
dad. That's an anime
Yeah.
title right there. I believe that's an actual thing.
Oh my gosh, right? Oh wait, could it be? I mean, it sounds like it could be an actual anime title. I have to look this up. Let's see. Anime.
I mean, I think you can actually like rent them on.
Rent down. Let's see. Anime rent it out. This is. Wait,
Yeah, there's a rental family.
Actually,
There's a rental family
actually-
service. Yeah, it's an actual thing.
Oh my god.
A rental family service
goodness.
or professional stand-in service provides clients with actors who portray friends, family members, or co-workers for social events such as weddings or provide platonic companionship. The service was first offered in Japan during the early 1990s.
Oh my god. That is amazing. I want to go to Japan and I'm gonna rent it down and I'm gonna send a video to my dad and be like, hey dad, I have another dad. Hey dad,
I found another dad.
Here's my other dad. He would probably laugh and be like, okay, so he gets to buy you whiskey now, right? And I'm just like, no. No, that's still your job. Still. Forever.
Your dad would be happy. He's like, oh, I get to offload some of the costs. Let's go.
No. I'm taking it back. I'm not renting it down anymore. I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
But okay. Let's get a bit back on track and then get you with the next question. So, you've been streaming for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that in that long time, you've probably faced burnout at some point. How did you handle it,
Yep.
and how do you handle burnout now, if you were to get it? What keeps you motivated?
Yeah, so I have hit burnout a couple of times, mainly just because my job is really demanding when it comes to design work. So if I tend to hit like a wall with burnout, unfortunately, I have to choose between my hobby and my profession. And so typically I will go on like a couple weeks hiatus from time to time if it's like super like busy and I hit that. I actually am still technically quote unquote in a hiatus style mode because ever since January I haven't had an actual schedule. I took about 4 months off and then I started like kind of streaming a little bit back in April and then I started streaming a little bit more here in May. But I don't have an actual set time or schedule anymore. I'm just kind of like, hey, I have energy. I'm gonna stream now. See you there.
You had a good coffee. That's what happened.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's typically I'm usually a lot better at spotting my burnout signs. Typically for me personally, like if I start not wanting to do things for myself, if I don't want to cook, if I don't want to clean my office, if I don't want to clean my house, if I don't want to like do like the very small menial like basic tasks that take care of me and my well-being, I usually know that I'm getting into like a burnout phase. And so
What if I never want to clean?
Well, then you know maybe that's a you thing, you know. Maybe you just don't like to clean, right? Like I don't know anybody that like enjoys cleaning, but like for me personally, if I start putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, then my stress will just like be monumental, and then I don't get anything done. So yeah, when I start noticing that kind of stuff, what I end up typically doing is I'll sit down, I'll start listing out all the things that I have on my plate. And if something is like really, really, really just kind of tight over my head, I'll try to break that up into small pieces so that way I can get that done and out of the way, so that way I don't feel as stressed in my other areas. And then I can typically like continue to stream, but there are times when I get really burnt out and overwhelmed with the sheer amount of stuff I have to do for my job that I will just have to disappear sometimes for a little while, take small hiatus breaks.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. Burnout is a terrible thing to deal with, and taking breaks are always the best.
Yeah, and I try to give
Best
myself
solution.
specific days off, right? Like when I had a streaming schedule, I streamed 3 days a week. But
Which days?
some of the problem, I used to stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Okay.
When I was streaming, the main problem though is that like for you to get any like major like quote unquote traction in a stream day, you have to stream at least 4 hours. And because of the demand of my work, there's a lot of things that I can't show on stream. Like I can't draw NDA projects. I can't work on very specific like plush toys on stream. So I would be very limited in what I could do. So when I'm streaming 3 days a week and I'm like streaming for 2.5 maybe 3 hours, because then I have a lot of work to do, it gets a little tedious. So if I go back to a schedule style set, I'm probably going to end up streaming 2 days a week for longer, because then I can like front load my work. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of doing it whenever I feel like doing it, whenever I have energy and I feel good and just kind of want to bang some stuff out and play some games and or draw or spend time with my community. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm keeping burnout at bay right now.
or you can just sit on a sofa and chat to a twin that you found recently.
Pretty much. Like that's, you know, this was like an accidental like great thing to happen. Like we have a story to share forever.
Yeah, I don't even know how I found you or how you found me, to be honest. There are so many
DM.
Yeah, no, I saw
DM, yeah.
I saw that you were following me, we were mutuals, and I was like, hey, you know what, let me just shoot the shot and just send an invite. Why not? Couple literally May the 4th be with you. And then it's like you just responded, it's like, hey, yeah, I'm down. I'm like, hey, here's my stuff. And then you gave me your Discord, which usually I don't do it that way. I'm usually the one where it's like, hey, please add me on Discord, because that way I get the notification and I like, you know, I accept and then instantly send the stuff through. so that we don't get what happened.
Nah,
we just hopping into your stream randomly the other day being like, hey, please check your DM requests and friend requests on Discord, and you're like, no, sorry, it's I don't do that, only business related. And I'm like, it is business related.
You would be surprised how many people send me friend requests, and I'm just like, oh shit, do I know this person? Wait,
no, don't worry.
Oh,
I'm not surprised. I get it. I'm assuming you've got your own Discord server and it's at least relatively active.
Yeah, I have my own Discord server. I have a lot of really wonderful people in there. We're mostly active. There can be like some days where it's like, oh yeah, it's real slow today, but most of the time we're always like goofing around or talking about something.
Yeah. So no, I can understand how, you know, having people come to your DMs all the time is busy. And you know, you eventually set the thing of like, okay, no, don't add me. Let's.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then me just being like, it is business related.
Yeah. It's funny enough, we've had to turn it into a rule because like I said before, it was VTubing. It was like a rule that people couldn't just DM me asking about packages or orders because it's just like, no, I have a customer service line.
Yeah, you are not the customer service.
Line.
You are not the customer service. That's somebody else's job.
Please.
But okay, then let me ask you another question. What's the biggest hurdle that you've had to overcome since you've become a VTuber?
The biggest hurdle is probably trying to figure out exactly like where I fit in the VTubing space. Because like as a VTuber, I don't necessarily play a character, right? Like I don't.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I don't
me neither.
necessarily. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't necessarily play a character. I'm not like role playing when I'm on here. I have lore, but like I don't have anything that is like, you know, really hard set or anything that's like super specific right now.
Yeah.
Because so much of what I like to do is just, you know, interact with people and get to know people. And so I think that's probably one of the biggest hurdles for me is that I'm not playing a character, so it's not really clear cut where as a person / VTuber I really fall in this world. Like when it comes to interactions, like you never know exactly you know where everything that you want to do fits in, and so that can be a little lonely at times. So I think loneliness is kind of one of those hurdles that a lot of VTubers probably go through. I know that I did for a while before I found some really solid VTuber friends that understand like what it's like and understand what everything is about. So yeah, I would say that that's probably my biggest hurdle is like the loneliness that comes with it, as well as the not being so sure of yourself in the space when you start off.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. When I started out, I didn't know where to start. I didn't know anything about streaming. I didn't know anything about the VTubing community. I just knew, you know, I want to give content creation another try because I used to do videos back in like 2018. They're all unlisted and stuff here on this channel. But yeah, I'd stopped doing them back in 2018 at the beginning of 2019 around there. And like I've always wanted to do content creation, so then I was like, hey, you know, streaming seems like a thing. Let me figure this shit out. And I initially just found a couple English VTuber Discord servers where other small VTubers planned collabs and all that. And honestly, I haven't seen that many people from those days still active now. Only a very few of them are still active now, and the one's a future child of mine. Let's go.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, a possible future child at least. He's looking at riggers. He's most likely hopefully going to be going with me, but hey, yeah. But okay, then the next question that I've got is, what are your goals with VTubing and content creation? Where do you want to take this? And did you have any goals? And then a follow-up question, which you can answer afterwards. What are goals that you set before you became a VTuber, and how has VTubing helped you attain those? But first, what are your goals now?
Right now, one of the goals is to continue working on growing my community. I don't specialize in any specific game. I don't specialize in like any specific craft because I try to like let my brain do what it wants to do. So I've been wanting to kind of play with the idea of creating and forming a community around like me as a VTuber and individual. So that is something that's been like a goal of mine, is to, you know, not necessarily fit into the mold of, oh yeah, I'm a XYZ streamer. You know, I just like, hi, yeah, I'm a complete nerd on the internet, and I have a VTuber, and I like to do all this cool shit. You want to be my friend? Like that. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. So yeah, just, you know, want to just keep working on that. As far as any like attainable goals, I haven't really set a whole lot of attainable goals as a VTuber. Like it's, like I said, it's a hobby for me. It's not necessarily something that I need to monetize. It's not something that I necessarily need to grow really big with. However, if it just exploded tomorrow, like awesome, cool. I would do my best to live up to those expectations and
Don't
those
forget
needs,
me
but
when you blow up.
don't forget you when I blow. Okay, absolutely. No, you're coming with me, Twinsy. We're going.
Let's go!
To the fucking top. Let's go.
My one goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
There we go. But yeah, as far as like goals that I have attained, you know, it was really nice because I told myself, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna start a YouTube and I would really love to get like 1,000 people to follow, and I did that, and it was
I mean, you've
great.
got 5K right now, no?
Almost, yeah. I'm 50 away from 5K.
50 away from 5K. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm really excited to hit that 5K, but like I very much have had a lot of goals in my life for mainly like my profession and the things that I do professionally, and I've always had VTubing as like my thing. It's like my little escape from my work and from my job. And so one of the things that I've always wanted to have with my VTubing is that I didn't want to put so much pressure on myself to have to attain anything specific with her, because I just want to always be myself and not necessarily put that extra pressure on me, because VTubing is a hobby. As much as I love and adore it and would love to be like, oh yeah, I can sustain myself as a VTuber full time, let's go. I would never stop drawing and creating. I would never stop running my business.
Yeah.
So the pressures will always be there, and realistically I can only put 100% of myself in one space, and as much as I wish it was VTubing, I unfortunately can't put 100% of myself into that.
Well, even just because we have ADHD, we don't even have 100% of ourselves.
Yeah, I don't even have 100% of myself for my job. Yeah, I don't even have it. Like 20% of me is like bouncing off somewhere
For real.
at a given time. Yeah.
20% of my brain is always just that Dekugo.
Yeah, just.
That's 20% of me all the time. That one brain cell just
back and forth.
bouncing around in the brain.
Yeah, that's a mood. That is a mood. Well, I just got a head rush from headbanging. Oh gosh. Ugh.
And you said you like listening to metal.
I do. I love listening to metal.
Well, you don't headbang.
Well, metal and industrial. I do. I'm just not very good at it. I do. I'm not very good at it.
Ever since I've grown my hair out, I've loved being able to do the windmill.
There you go. There you go. Luxurious locks to windmill it around. Yes.
Yeah. Because my hair used to be like super short, and I've got like hella curls. So after I finished school, because school gave us a strict dress code, where boys' hair length, if they take your I forget what it's called in Afrikaans, it's a kuif, your like the front part of your hair, right? Your crown. No, it's not your crown. Let me just Afrikaans to Engels. Afrikaans to Eng. Kuif. That would be your fringe. If they take your fringe.
Yeah.
And they pull it down in front of your face, right? It's not allowed to cross your eyebrows.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's really strict.
Yeah. So back then, my curls were like hella tight. So I would have like a mini afro. So I would just shave it all, like get a buzz cut basically in school.
Wow.
And then at the end of high school, when we got close to let's say the third quarter, when we got close to having our senior ball, like started growing my hair out so that I can because then they were less strict. They were like, okay, we'll allow you to grow your hair out. You're entering final exams. You've got matric ball coming up. If you want to grow your hair out to style it in a specific way, we'll allow it. So they were less strict about the dress code then, at least when it concerns hair. So then I started growing it out, and I've not cut the top since. And right now it is going down past my shoulders.
That's awesome.
And the curls have relaxed.
Oh, they've relaxed? Yeah.
Yeah, they're relaxed because I with the weight of it being longer, the curls have been stretched out, and also the way I wear it, I kind of wear it with like 5 to 7 bands in it. I tie it up like a Viking would. I basically look like a Viking, if I'm gonna be honest. I've got the beard, I've got the side shave, I've got the long hair at the back, I've got a Viking ring and a little Viking hair bead at the bottom of the long braided ponytail.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
So yeah, no, I found some ways on how to stretch out the curls. Because I've gotten a Brazilian done, right? A Brazilian blowout. It didn't last a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's supposed to last 4 months. It didn't last a week.
Yeah, I have what do you call it? I used to have really curly hair, and then it settled into beach waves. So now I have like natural beachy waves that like people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna spray salt in my hair and water and all this. I'm just like, I took a shower and I walked out and I got this.
I woke up like this.
Yeah, I do. I woke up like this. Like I'm that bitch. Like, oh my god, she just woke up and rolled out of bed and her hair's like that.
But I'm jealous.
But my hair is also the reason that my VTuber's hair is the ombre set is because my actual hair is the same color. Like it's the exact same color.
Okay.
So yeah, I have the exact same ombre like with my actual hair. So it's we look the same. Like if you see a picture of me and a picture of my VTuber.
The VTuber versus RL.
Yep. I have long hair. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my mother and my brother are both gingers. My mother's got more auburn hair, and my brother's got like copper ginger hair.
Wow.
And then I've got the dark brown / black from my father, but I got my mother's curls. Times 10.
Oh wow. There you go.
Yeah. But hey, I'm happy with where it is now. Like I've never been happier with my hair than now. So hey.
Hell yeah.
And it's been a massive confidence booster too. I'm gonna be honest. Like
That's always the best part.
Yeah. Like just being happy with your hair. Being like, yeah, no, I rock this look. I fucking dig it.
Yes.
It's just
that's why my hair's been the same color for like 7 years now. Yeah. My hair's been the same ombre pink for
I
like
do
7
want to
years.
dye my hair at some point though. I do want to get red streaks just like my model.
Yeah. I really enjoy it. Like as soon as I was able to get pink hair, it was like, well, I don't want anything else because this feels me. Like it was the most like it's like I should have been born with this color hair forever.
Wait, so do you have also like that pink fade like on your model? And then like a couple pink highlights?
Same.
The exact same. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the same. Yeah, the highlights will come and go in the bangs because like it all depends on when I re-bleach them because I have to cut them so often. So I'll like put them back in every so often. But yeah, I have like I have the obviously not the horns, but I have like the cute bangs, the face frame, and then my hair goes like past my shoulders, and it's like the same ombre color. It's the dark like mauve pink, and then it goes in a bright like magenta pink at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, I found a photo of basically. Oh, this is funnily enough. This photo is just a photo of Ragnar Lothbrok from the TV series Vikings. But that's basically just my hairstyle right there.
Yeah.
I just got it shaved. On Thursday, I tried it for the first time getting a shaved bald on the sides. But usually I do a fade from bald to one. I get a fade and then like a line cut in, and that's it. But yeah, it just goes back and it's just tied up.
That's awesome. Hell
Don't have the beard yet. I just got a tiny bit of a goatee with a mustache, but hey, one day.
There you go. That's future goals, right?
Future goals, yeah.
Future goals.
But yeah, no, it's been fun, and someday I'll get the red highlights. Just not yet. Because the thing is, I don't know how my hair is gonna handle it.
It all depends.
Yeah. But okay, now I've got one last question for you. So just as a reminder, hey, if anybody's got any questions that you want to ask for Riss or me here, feel free to click on that little blue box at the top of chat where you can ask your questions there. We do have a couple already, but feel free to ask more and we'll answer them in a bit. But before we do that, hey, if you're listening this in the future, Hi, from the future. I'm from the past, and so is Riss here. But hey, we would both appreciate it if you go check out fnv.crd.co to find out everything to do with the show. As mentioned earlier, you can find the links to the audio-only platforms there. You can find my Twitter, my YouTube if you're not on YouTube somehow. Yeah, there's also the Google Forms link if you are a fellow VTuber and you wish to be on the show. You can apply there. But otherwise, go check out Riss on Twitter and Twitch. You can find her Twitter. You can find both of them in the description, in the show notes, and in the chat. But otherwise, you can find her Twitter at Kaimeriss. That is Kaimeriss. And then on Twitch, that would be twitch.tv/RissTV. That is RISSTV. And then it's also just the exact same handle as Twitter on YouTube. It's Kaimeriss. But
That's
yeah.
me.
Are you ready for the last question that I have for you?
Let's go. I'm ready. Bring it on.
What has been the happiest moment or the greatest achievement you've had in VTubing?
I think that my greatest and happiest moment in VTubing was when I was invited out as a guest of honor to a convention.
Oh shit!
It was this past March. I was at Colorado Anime Fest as a official guest. I had like panels and signings and stuff. It was really fun.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to meet a whole bunch of new people and make new friends, and I got to share like a little bit about what I do, both professionally and with VTubing. I got to do a panel as my VTuber and then come out and answer questions like as myself IRL. So it was just a really wonderful time to like introduce my VTuber to a wider audience outside of YouTube and outside of Twitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's amazing. I recently, when Comic-Con came to Cape Town for the first time ever, I went with one of my VTuber children, who's a friend of mine. We live rather close to each other. We've had meetups previously. I've been at his house, gotten stoned there.
There you go.
And when we went, I found out, oh, he's got a panel. He was asked to he was asked to be a guest on a short little 1 hour long like interview panel, 45-minute long like interview panel type thing at StreamerCon, which was pretty cool, and I helped him set up a bit there. And
that sounds amazing.
Hopefully next year maybe I can have a panel too.
Yeah. You know, most of those conventions they'll have like panel signups.
Hey, they didn't even know about me though. Like StreamerCon didn't acknowledge me because I'm not on Twitch.
Aww. Yeah.
I am now.
Sometimes they can do that. Sometimes they'll do that.
Yeah. No, I've been multi-streaming on Twitch recently, trying to see if I can get people coming over from Twitch to YouTube, which I've succeeded a bit. I've gotten a couple of my people to come over because honestly, recently the growth has been hella slow, and I am trying so damn hard to get to partner. And we're close, really but I am 500 watch hours off.
I'm wishing you the best. I'm wishing you the best.
Thank you. Hopefully, that's my goal for this year. That's the only goal I have for this year. Hit partner. I want to hit it this year.
I hope it. I hope that you get that. I really do. I know that shorts don't count towards the watch hours, but apparently those have been the biggest like they bring in new people.
Yeah, they bring in new people, but those people might not necessarily watch streams. Like that, like I've spoken to Punkalopi about it as well, and I've heard her talk about it. It's like, you know, people watch her shorts. She gets a lot of views on the shorts. She doesn't get that many people coming over to the live streams as well. There are like two different communities in her channel: the shorts people and the live people.
Yeah, no, that's really true. That's really true. You know what's funny is that I've wanted to do more live streaming like on YouTube, and I was doing a few here and there, and I still haven't found like exactly where I feel I fit the best in, because like obviously with like Twitch, there's, you know, I'm a Twitch partner. I get the chance to have like, you know, the subscriptions and all that good stuff that you get over there. But on YouTube, I feel like it's so much easier to have people like find you organically versus like on Twitch, where you have to be streaming, like I said, you know, X amount of hours before you really go into somebody's recommended space. So it's been really difficult, like trying to figure out, you know, where best I should put my content, where best I should stream, where best I should do this, that, and the other. And you know, I have a handful of people that they're like, yeah, you should try doing more YouTube streams. You know, you never know, you might like really pop up in some space. So
Yeah.
I've been considering it more and more, like doing some more YouTube streaming.
If you stream on YouTube, you might get raided by a certain show host.
Right, exactly. You know, I have that possibility there. Yeah, I personally have never tried the multi-stream just because, like, I know that as a partner they're a little
Yeah.
bit more strict with that kind of stuff. But
Even then,
But
Twitch has
yeah.
never really been that strict on multi-streaming. Like, if
Uh,
they say it in the contract, but they don't really enforce it. I think the worst you'll get is just a strongly worded email.
a strongly worded email. Don't you dare do this again, Kaimeriss. Don't you dare.
Pretty
Don't you
much.
dare try to be cute in 2 spaces at one time. The internet can't handle you. Yeah, that's pretty much how it would go, I bet.
Well, but you're saying it can handle me?
I mean, you know, the internet can't handle most things, so honestly, I
fair.
don't know how it's still put together, you know?
Honestly, yeah. I'm surprised we're not like Cyberpunk 2077, where it's like every city just has its own massive local net, where the internet system imploded and it's like everyone's shut off from the rest of the world.
Oh god, that would be terrifying, but also, like, not gonna lie, I'm ready for my survival game, like Ark. Let's go. I play so many of them.
Do you know how many times I don't enjoy zombie games at all, but I've watched the shit out of The Walking Dead, and I love zombie shows and shit. And it's like I've figured out, right, my neighborhood that I live in is perfect for a zombie apocalypse. Because especially recently with our power outages, half of the houses here now have some kind of power saving. Like, some of them have generators, a whole bunch of them now have solar panels. We've got an inverter that stores up a bunch of energy and shit, or a bunch of electricity and shit. There are only 2 main entrances to this entire neighborhood, 2 roads, and the rest are all the houses here. We listen, in South Africa, crime capital. We've got high walls around each house, so you know, if each house is connected and there are only 2 roads entering, those are the only 2 entrances. Every house has walls, basically.
There you go.
So I'm like, hey, we're in a super fucking safe spot. We're close to 3 different quote unquote shopping centers. We've got the police station right next to us. We're good. We've got a good place here. We've got 3 big fields that we can use for farming.
There you go.
Like, this will be our own mini sanctuary. Yeah. Like, hell, I bet I'll be able to stream during the zombie apocalypse.
I mean, that's probably one thing that you can do, like doing like a broadcast of some sort.
Dude, that's a niche. That's a niche right there. Survival. IRL. That's a different type of IRL stream. Although,
oh my gosh, right? Yeah.
I'm not sure any. I'd have to move to Kick, because I don't think YouTube or Twitch would like what I'd be showing on screen.
Probably not.
I'd have to move to Kick.
Not.
Fuck. Kick partner push. Let's go.
Oh gosh.
But okay, we've got 2 questions in the Q&A section from preferably just Simon and N Long. So the first question that we have from Simon is wood. Now, I know what that means. Do you like tongue twisters?
Tongue twisters?
Yeah.
I'm not very good at them. I try my best though.
Alright, so can you answer this question? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Oh, I don't know. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I think it would chuck a lot of wood at once because it's chucking wood right now.
That's an interesting answer. Simon, do we take that? I've not heard that one before.
My other answer was 5. So it's one of the too, right? Like it's either it's chucking a lot of wood right now, or
You get some. You get some points for that. But the answer was out of 10.
I'll take 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
But the answer I was looking for is a woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
That's the actual answer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never actually answered that one before.
Well, now you know it. Now you can answer it in the future.
Know.
Yeah.
Well, if I remember it, I will try my best. You're gonna ask me this again sometime. You're gonna like pop in the stream and be like, hey, remember that question? I want the answer now. I want the answer now.
I will. I'll come in the future just randomly. Like I won't even say hi in the stream. I'll just be like, hey, Riz, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Go.
And then I'm gonna have to answer it. I have to answer it perfectly now.
Yep. No. Yeah, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to answer it perfectly, or I am gonna. What am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know. You know what? We'll have to figure something out.
We'll have to figure it out. Yeah. I'll challenge you in. I don't know what I can challenge you in. I don't play Smash.
Well, then I guess I'll win.
Bruh.
I'm kidding. I would never just like throw somebody into something that they don't play.
Then I'll fucking challenge you in chess.
I don't play chess. I'm terrible at chess.
I don't either. I'm terrible at the two. It's perfect.
I just like the horse. I just like the horse pieces with their cute.
I'll target your horses first.
No.
I'll challenge you in chess and I'll target your knights. I'll take them out.
Mean. Oh, that's mean.
That will be your punishment if you don't memorize a woodchuck. Woodchuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck.
Now I kind of want to see like how badly both of us would do at chess and like who would lose first, like in like what 5 moves? Yeah.
In 5 moves, and I can mate in 4. I know. I will always try to mate in 4.
Here you go. Yeah, I'm not good at chess. I think gosh, so when was the last time you even played chess? God, it's been like at least 10 years. Jesus, 10 years at least.
I wish I could say it was 10 years. I've been challenged recently and I lost badly.
Yeah, I am definitely not good at chess.
But okay, then the next question is from Enlong. And they ask...
What's the username? I know this one.
Who are they? I did see earlier that it said fellow treasure in the chat.
Yeah, they're one of my treasures.
Okay. Well, Enlong asked, what's a TV show or movie that you just hate or didn't like?
Okay. A TV show. All right. So a movie or TV show that I just didn't like. Okay. I really didn't like. What was it? Was it The Watchmen? I think it was The Watchmen. I don't know why I didn't like
Kingsman.
it. No. It's like based on a comic series.
Oh.
Let's see. I gotta watch this. I gotta. No, Kingsman's great.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for a second I was like, wait, Kingsman? Did you say?
No, Kingsman's great. Yeah, no, there's a movie called The Watchmen, and I didn't really care too much. It's based on DC Comics. It's a limited series. I don't know why I didn't like it. I just did not like it. I tried giving it an honest like watch, and I just did not enjoy it. About halfway through, I'm just like, why am I want to go play video games. No. It's very rare for me to not like something. So yeah, this was unfortunately one thing that I just did not enjoy, and I'm sorry if you're a fan of The Watchmen or the comic series. I did not like the movie. I'm so sorry.
Okay. And then I'll ask the antithesis of that. What's your favorite movie, series, anime, manga, whatever the fuck?
Oh god, that's so hard. Okay, let's see. Let's go with current. So current favorite anime that I've recently finished was Chainsaw Man. I recently finished all of what's out. It's really good, really good.
Haven't
Highly
watched it.
recommended. The animation is so fluid and so well done. Like honestly, it's worth it just to watch the animation alone.
Sorry, I have Demon Slayer
yeah.
for that. I have Demon Slayer
Yeah.
for my animation addiction.
Yeah, well, if you like Demon Slayer, honestly, if you like the fluidity and the movement in Demon Slayer, I honestly think that you would very much enjoy this one. It's got very
Honestly, I
similar
probably
vibes.
would. It is on my plan to
Yeah.
watch, but I'm waiting for someone to give it to me as a contract so that I'm forced to watch it.
There
Because
you go,
I do
see?
this
See?
thing. I'm part of this thing on a server with a bunch of different Anycords on it, where we do a quarterly or a seasonal thing rather, where every season we call it contracts. It's like a Secret Santa. You get paired with someone
Ah,
who you need to give them an anime, manga, or a game that they need to watch, read, or play, and then that's you have to do it. You have to watch it and then write a review, or you have to write a review at the end of it to prove I did this. And that's just the way that of people to expand their genre, expand their repertoire. Oh no, expand their horizons. That's the word. Like this season I got 2 contracts. My anime contract that I got was Steins Gate,
nice.
which
I
I
really
watched.
enjoy that one.
and I loved. I'm gonna be honest. I said it in the review as well. I was hella confused up until episode 12.
Yeah,
I was-
a lot of people are, yes.
Yeah, I
A
was
lot of people
so
are,
lost
yeah.
until episode 12, and then things just started falling into place, and then I didn't like episode 23, and then I liked episode 24, and
Yep.
now as a challenge I'm gonna be watching season 2 or Steins Gate 0, where it's an
Yup.
alternate ending to episode 23, and then going from that. So
Yup.
yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I don't kind of want to watch that because I like how season 1 ended, and I like having that idea of how things ended in my mind.
Yeah, I'll say that season 2 is actually, it's really interesting how they do the twists and the turns in that take. If you enjoyed season 1, season 2 is worth giving a watch simply because of the narratives that they put in there. So it is something that I personally highly recommend. There's also a like a graphic novel style game that's out. That's
Oh yeah,
good.
that's the original. The visual novel's the original. The source material, rather.
Yep. So that's
Yeah.
actually really fun. So yeah, if you're looking for more of that,
I'm not really that much of a VN player. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I'm very choosy. That one was gifted to me a long while back, and it was probably one of the first that I actually went all the way through. Because I don't typically play a lot of them or go through them.
The closest I've gotten is Danganronpa, but even then, that's it's a type of visual novel, but it's not the main genre. The main genre is crime mystery,
Ugh.
pretty much. But yeah, and then the other contract that I've got is a challenge from the organizer, where he'll give you a random game on like your Steam wishlist or something, or he'll recommend a game for you that you have to play. And I'm currently streaming it through the week, where it's Mafia, the definitive edition.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's an
Very
amazing
nice.
game. I love it so far. It's
Yeah.
easily a 10 out of 10 for me, at least so far. I don't know where the story's going to go, but I'm hyped for it. And I've really been enjoying the game, and it's been doing well analytics-wise too, which is fucking I love it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for my question on that. We do have another question, 2 more questions from Simon. The one is, do you remember the answer? No looking at chat. Don't look at chat. Don't look at chat. You're cutting out. You're cutting out on the stream. They can't hear you.
Oh no. Oh no, I actually don't remember this. I'm sorry, I failed
Do you want a hint?
Do I get to phone a friend?
Yes.
Okay, you're my friend. Hi.
Hi.
What's the answer?
I can't tell you the answer directly, but it's a woodchuck wood.
Wait, okay. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Almost. If a woodchuck could chuck wood.
If a woodchuck could chuck wood,
Yeah. Yeah, you got a 90%. I'll give it to you. Nice.
Yeah.
You had to phone a friend, though.
Points. Nine out of...
You had to phone a friend, though. Minus 2.5.
That's why I only... That's why I only get a few points. Okay, it's perfectly
That's fine.
It's perfect.
You get 7.5.
I'll take it. That's a passing grade. I'll take it.
It is indeed a passing grade, but okay.
Yeah, I'll
then,
take it.
last question from Simon and from me. Have you enjoyed your time here?
Absolutely. This was a lot of fun, and I'm honestly really glad that that you invited me to come, hang out and do this and chit chat and talk about all these fun, wonderful things and teach me the proper way to answer a tongue twister that I was not formerly as well equipped to handle, but now will do my best to remember in the future.
I've got two more.
I'm gonna always remember.
I've got two more if you want. They're both names.
Oh, no.
One's the name of a
no.
person, the other one's the name of a town.
Oh no. I'm so bad at these.
Do you want to hear them?
I would love to hear them.
Okay, so the name of the person is Jugumu Jugumu Goku and Shitake Kaiju Shigano Sugiyomatsu Unaimatsu Furamatsu Kunere Tokoro ni Suma Tokoro Yaura Koji Nobara Koji Paipo no shooting on a good and Pumpko Pino Pumpkinano Chokyu Meno Chosuke.
5. I answered everything at 5. I love that. I love that one. Oh, that was amazing.
And then,
oh my god.
And then the town is a little Welsh town with the name of Lanvarpul Gwingel Gogerich Vindobalantalis. Wait, let me try that again. I've not been practicing this one as much as Jugumu Jugumu. Lanvarpul Gwingel Gogerich Vindobalantasilio Gogogoch.
Whoa.
You want to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
That name. No. The name. I'm not sending you a picture.
Oh yeah.
That's the name of the town.
Oh.
Do you want to see the welcome to town sign?
Yes.
It's hilarious.
I'm ready.
Why is it not pasting? Why is the image not pasting in chat? Copy image. Paste. Discord. Listen to me. Thank you. Oh shit. It just pasted 3 times. There we go. End. That's what you see when you drive into the town. So yeah, they at least show you a pronunciation. So it's Lanvarpul Gwingil Goger. Wait. Gwingil go Geriquern Dobwil Landis Ilio Gogo Go.
That's, oh my lord, that's both amazing and terrifying to see, because I mean, imagine having to print banners for like events,
a church fair,
like,
country fair.
Yes, right? Like imagine how big the banner has to be just to put that in there.
See, people just call it Landvar.
See, there you go.
Yeah, they just call it Landvar. That's it.
That is it. That's a great.
It's
a great nickname.
Yeah. But okay, yeah, that's gonna be it for me. That's gonna be it for today's show. We're just under 2 hours. So once again, hey, if you guys enjoyed it, fnv.crd.co, you know where to go by now. Check out Riss, her stuff her stuff's in the links in the description and chat on the screen in the show notes. It's everywhere. Go check her. She's a lovely person. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So hey, if you enjoyed, drop a like down below, subscribe, ring the notification bell. I've been your host, Zara. I thank you all for watching, and until next time, yeah, for now.
Sun goes down, our spirits free. Nothing left but our energy. Take my hand, we can go and see a world unknown. Come explore with me. No, explore with me. Yeah, explore with me. No, explore with me. No, explore with me.
Hey, by the way, don't leave just yet. If you're still here, I want to see if we can raid out to... What are we going to raid out to? Do direct. Let me see who's live. My boy Lumberjack. Lumberjack? Is Lumberjack live? Nope. My boy Lumberjack is not live. So, we shall be raiding to... Hey, Nicky Ray, why not? We've been raiding to her a couple times. Good friend from Idle Corp. So make sure you guys get the right message. Kappa Zara FNV raid exclamation point Kappa. It'll look like this. You can copy paste it multiple times so that it looks like that. I pasted it one time too many. Yeah. So that it looks like that. You can paste it like that. We'll be going over there. Say hi. Be kind always. And yeah, we're going over there now.